siege tanks, because so far, with those siege tanks, he perfectly can contain his opponent.
Yeah, definitely. And with a few more Marines streaming across the map, I really think this he's going to break this very quickly if he tries. But nope, he's going to pull back strangely.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird indeed, but of course he might have eventually realized that those Vikings in combination with that Banshee might have been a little bit too big of a threat here for his siege tanks, and of course pulling back is always a kind of good idea. He might have very well just, he was buying some time or trying to secure his third base behind all of that. That might have been just the case here.
Yeah, so he's definitely thinking maybe that there was more siege tanks maybe up on that high ground, wasn't going to risk it. With Widow Mines on the map, I mean, they can change a battle so quickly, especially with a few biome units mixed in. So just falling back and opting to maybe go for his third. Yeah, the both players moving out with their thirds at the same time, but there is a pesky Marine here firing away at that expansion from Jagon.
Absolutely, but of course eventually the command center will be landed, as well as Revenge's command center. Both players overall are pretty similar as far as it seems. Also the supplies are pretty much similar, but the thing is, in terms of upgrades, Revenge is a little bit ahead. He's just getting his infantry upgrades. I don't know if it's really that big of a deal if you're planning on playing mostly tanks, but of course if you play tank marine, of course having the infantry upgrades is always very, very nice. And now Revenge is going to move out here, trying to get into that third base of Jagon. Already of course one marine is spotted by that Widow Mine. Eventually now the whole army is spotted. Jagon should react here any moment. Should also lift his CC here potentially. There we go. But of course the Marines have a lot of DPS. He's now going to stutter step underneath the building, trying to take it up. The SCV is trying to repair it. Also now the Hellions and siege tanks and all the other stuff of Jagon is pushing forward. Mostly Hellions getting nice shots off on those Marines. But of course with the siege tanks, the Hellions are getting quite some fire here, but eventually it is not going to be enough here.
Really nice positioning on those siege tanks, splitting them up on the left hand and right hand side of those rocks. From Revenge, those Banshees going to be able to clean it all up, and there'll be no more forces left on this side of the map. For our Blue Protoss Terran player, he is rallying units over, but I think he's realised we've got a double drop coming in across the middle of the map actually. Marauders and Marines in the medevacs, probably going to get some economic damage done. Try to get ahead and then do another timing like he did just before. But we do have turrets pretty evenly across the board.
Yeah, so Jagon should actually be pretty safe here. So that's also kind of nice thing here by Revenge. He's just gonna stim his units and run into the natural. Also, I've never seen anything like that. But of course, with all the Hellions, Jagon is pretty much in position to always deal with such kind of weird things. And will push that back, of course, without taking too much damage. But Revenge, of course, trying to put himself once again ahead, trying to... no, that is a Marine, that is not a SCV. Okay, never mind. Thought he would take that fourth base here.
Yeah, well, both players have just taken their third, and they're both quickly saturating. So the economy for Revenge... for Jagon is, I think, quite a bit ahead, but nothing too major. So we'll probably see, I don't know, maybe, well, both players have gone heavy mech again. Actually, sorry, Revenge has gone bio and Jagon has gone mech, so I feel like maybe Jagon is going to have the advantage going into the mid game. So Revenge has got siege tanks of his own, so he's not in too much trouble.
But of course, if Revenge catches Jagon here off guards with his siege tanks out of siege, he should be in a decent position, taking out all the siege tanks, but of course the Hellions taking out the reminders of the bio forces here. But of course, the siege tanks will deal with those Hellions and eventually end up taking those out. A couple of SCVs die here from Jagon, but eventually he will be cleaning up that push quite convincingly here. And push Revenge back here.
Revenge is going for another drop, but it went over that Widow Mine and hit, unfortunately. He's now unloading. There is a siege tank in there, so more of an aggression push towards the third expansion here rather than a drop. Nice move here, just a bit of a delaying tactic as his production of bio comes online. I'm a little bit scared for him being on 3 bases versus 3 bases and being a bio player versus mech, as mech tends to chew bio and spit it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, if we take a look at the supplies, your point is definitely true, because Revenge so far only sitting at 125 supply, whereas Jaegong is closing into 200, currently sitting at 160. But of course, both are growing here. But overall, I think Jaegong is in a better position. He has the better income, I was about to say, but that is actually not the case for some weird reason. Oh yeah, because he was having 20,000 SCVs at his third base. That is, of course,
as mech though, he doesn't really need to be ahead economically, because each unit is much more cost effective than bio. But Revenge now catching up in supply very quickly as all of those barracks come online with all of their production facilities added on. 3 starports, interesting. Either a lot of starports, so I'm wondering what that's about. Maybe he realizes that his opponent has gone mech. Maybe he's going to transition into some of those things that go boom. Or cruisers.
Yeah, maybe, or just playing out Banshees.
Big attack in the natural here. A lot of bio units stimming in, taking out the remaining siege tanks. There's an attack in the natural of both players. Revenge is... everything's happening.
Yeah, everything's
my
happening.
Brain has destroyed.
We basically have both players moving out at the same time, going different paths, therefore of course missing each other. And now we have some sort of a base race scenario, but I think Jaegong might just have the slight edge just because his army is bigger. But of course Revenge's army, on the other hand, is a little bit more mobile, just because it is mostly consisting out of Marines, Marauders and Medivacs. Only with a couple tanks mixed in there. Question is now, who is going to win? I think, personally, Jaegong might end up being victorious here.
Yeah, I don't think there's much of a much question in the fact that Jaegong's got this. He's going to start. Basically, this is all he has to do. He's moved some forces into the natural of Revenge to clean things up, and Revenge just doesn't have nearly enough units to wipe out all of his opponent's buildings fast enough. Some of them going down in the natural there. I'm not sure how. And yeah, he just doesn't have it. There's an orbital command getting repaired in the top right left-hand corner for Jaegong, and he's just going to slowly whittle down his opponent. He just has more buildings, although there are a lot of SCVs in the top left-hand corner, and there was a bunch of Hellions right beside them, but didn't see them, unfortunately.
Yeah, the thing is, Revenge basically has no money left. He's sitting at 150 minerals and 1,000 gas. Of course, the gas won't be of any use for him here. So he cannot rebuild anything. So he has to save every single building, but so far he is not only one command center is floating around the map, and Jaegong, on the other hand, is just in a commanding position. He has a planetary fortress, which is as good as it can get in a baser scenario, because if you have a building that can shoot, you're pretty much perfectly set up.
Yeah, definitely, although Jaegong has plenty of units to destroy anything that's going to try and hold him off. Even got a few units at home, a few SCVs at home, laying down different production facilities and bases and stuff. The planetary fortress in the top left-hand corner has come online. These units from Revenge are going to try to attack it, but he knows and he GG's out. Base race scenarios are never fun for either player, I imagine, and it just gets a bit frustrating. So that's 2-0, isn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed 2-0, meaning that Jaegong will end up moving up into the final, and I think, I'm not sure, don't quote me on it, I think it is going to be, let's see, let's refresh the grid here. Drum rolls. Hope. It is going to be Hope, who is his opponent here in the finals. And
Versus Revenge.
Wait, what?
Sorry, who won that last game?
Jaegong
It was
won.
Revenge, right? Jaegong, sorry. Red player. Jesus.
Yep. Yeah, they
I'm
changed
really,
colors.
really tired.
They changed colors in the first game. Like Revenge was red, and
Yeah.
in the second one he was blue. So it also messes me up. Yeah. And also, of course, it is getting later and later, and we've been casting now for 3.5 hours. So if we make any kind of
26
mistake,
a.m. for me.
26 a.m.
6:26.
6:20. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty early in the morning. So we are sorry if we make any sorts of mistakes, but just to clarify things. Anyways, while we are waiting for the finals here, I'd say let's put on some more music. I hope you are enjoying the cast so far. If so, feel free to leave a follow. We are so close to the 2 with 2 zeros. Would be awesome if we could reach it tonight. And I'd say stay tuned if you don't want to miss anything of the action. And enjoy the music.
Thank you. I was just checking the Reddit thread.
I stumble through the wreckage, rusted from the rain. There's nothing left to salvage, no one left to blame. Among the broken mirrors, I don't look the same. I'm rusted from the rain. I'm rusted from the rain.